I'm looking for antiquities and ruins, basically.
This standing stone is called the Long Stone. It stands 3.1 metres tall.
So something I've picked up, these temperature sensors.
And it's an impressive sight and marks the point where I can go to the top of Sittaford Tor and set up camp.
Hi there. So yeah, I'm back on Dartmoor again. I know I can't get enough of the place at the moment. I've got the bug back again. Started off at Chagford again. It's a nice easy place for me to get to by bus, but I have come a completely different way this time. Normally I've been going south of Fernworthy. I've gone north of Fernworthy this time, and I'll be going through the forest. I'm looking for antiquities and ruins, basically. I had such a nice time last time when I found that stone row and that abandoned farmhouse that I'm going to try and find some that are on the map this time. There's one in Fernworthy Forest, a stone row, which is going to be interesting, and there's a stone circle on the just as you leave on the west side of Fernworthy Forest. So I'm going to be camping near there. There's a tor just by it that you're allowed to camp on, so I'm going to head up there and camp there. Now, I did end up going the wrong way coming up here to start with. I ended up going via Gidley Park. There's an absolutely gorgeous hotel there, and really what looks like a nice nature walk. I might investigate that another time. But yeah, there was a bridleway sign, and at the time I was looking for a path and I ended up going the wrong way. So it didn't turn out bad, but it has made me go much further than I wanted to, which is a bit of a shame. So I am running late. I've got a feeling I'm going to end up setting up tent quite late. So I'd best crack on. So yeah, let's go walking Devon.
This standing stone is called the Long Stone. It stands 3.1 metres tall and marks the start of a stone row leading to two more stone rows north of here. It has the initials DC for Duchy of Cornwall, C for Chagford Parish, and GP, Gidley Parish, inscribed on this stone. The stones leading up the hill aren't very prominent, with only a few visible. It's possible only the tips are showing and the rest are buried underneath the soil. At the top there are these four stones, but noticeably there isn't an end stone like the Long Stone at the bottom. I've noticed that there are usually one stone at each end of the stone row. Maybe it was repurposed. I'm not sure if this is a cairn. It seems like a mound, but it could just be vegetation. Further over the hill, near the top on the other side, it looks like another cairn, a burial site. Going down the hill is another much more prominent stone row, with another row leading off to the right at the bottom. These stones form a circle at the top of the stone row further down the hill, presumably another cairn, with two big stones marking the beginning of the cairn. This stone row has the highest stones of the three stone rows here at the top, but this is a very long row, and the stones at the furthest point are not that noticeable. Let's move on to our next site. This is a particular area of interest in the heart of Fernworthy Forest. This rather short stone row leads to a large stone circle consisting of 27 upright granite stones with a diameter of 20 metres. It is about 3,000 to 4,000 years old, and to the east of the circle is a mound surrounded by barely visible stones marking what is most likely a burial site. This site at the foot of Sittaford Tor are two stone circles called the Grey Weathers. With their edges standing just 4.5 metres apart, the northern circle consists of 20 upright granite slabs forming a circle of about 32 metres in diameter, while the southern circle has 29 stones and has a slightly larger diameter of 33 metres. It was restored in 1909, and it's an impressive site that also marks the point where I can go to the top of Sittaford Tor and set up camp. I put down extra guy lines as it was quite windy on top of the Tor. The sun started to come out at last, but best of all, that's my view.
So yeah, I got a new airbed. It's the cheapest but highest rated one that was on Amazon. It was £26. I want to get a better airbed, but for the moment this will do. I just needed to get something quick and temporary. Fingers crossed, hey? So something I picked up, these temperature sensors. I thought they'd be quite interesting, really, to help me gauge sleeping bags. I've got one just hung up outside of the tent. I'm going to keep one inside the tent. Now what they do is they link to my phone via Bluetooth, and I can see what temperature is and also the humidity. So at the moment it's 90% humidity and it's 10 degrees centigrade. So it's going to get quite cold tonight, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how cold it goes. I thought they were quite interesting to bring along and test out. Because basically what I can do is work out how comfortable I slept and find out what the actual temperature was where I am. And then I can gauge the sleeping bag, and then in future, if I keep a log of it, I'll be able to know what sleeping bag to bring regarding what temperature.
I'm going to make this video in 2 parts as it turned out to be rather long. I'll release the second part really soon. I hope you enjoyed this video, so please give it a like if you did, and remember to subscribe if you want to watch more of this kind of content. So until next time, take care.